I'm out at the bird refuge here at Farmington Bay, right along the Great Salt Lake, and it's a really great day. And I knew that these days I typically have a little bit harder time getting up and getting going. I am definitely a sun worshiper, sun lover, and the sun gives me so much energy. But when the sun didn't hit my house, it's usually when I go for my morning sunrise walk, I knew I needed to get out still. My friend had sent me a picture just yesterday of a bald eagle in like trees in her neighborhood, like in a busy city. And I was like, oh my God, where was that? And I know that it's about time that they'll be migrating here. It usually happens around February, but I thought, oh, maybe she spotted one, I can go spot one. So I came to do the nature walk to see if I could find some bald eagles, and so far I am 0 bald eagles, but I've seen a lot of hawks and a lot of herons and a lot of ducks and cute little finches and voles and mice and some pellets, some really cool pellets. I was digging through some of them hoping to find some cool bones, but it was just the fur pellets. Yesterday I talked a lot about I really hope to inspire people. That's one of my dreams. I remember in 5th grade knowing that I wanted to be a motivational speaker and a backup dancer for Paula Abdul or Janet Jackson. Either one would have been fine with me. And while I was on tour with them, I could, public speak at places and be an author, share my motivational book. I even wrote little quotes that were positive and inspirational. And it has just always stuck with me. I love teaching. I love sharing stories and ideas and concepts. But there's something about not taking action, just having this inspiration without taking action. And then also inspired action. Taking inspired action. There's a big hawk flying by over here. I wonder if you can see it. Nope, you can't. Another great smoggy day here in the Wasatch Front. And it could be some of the smoke from the fires. I'm not quite sure, but it's kind of hard to see. The vision is it's overcast. It's gray. And sometimes that happens. We get inspired and we get so excited and we think we have this clear vision, and then it starts to get foggy and smoggy or inversion-y or, whatever, clouded. It just gets clouded and we become unsure of whether or not that is actually the right thing for us. And we begin to doubt ourselves. Ooh, there's something. That was a hawk. I don't know if you saw it back there. And then we quit. We doubt ourselves so much that we quit. And then we think we need to start something new, something better, something, I don't know, right, more aligned. And what I'm learning from my 20 plus years of entrepreneurship, solopreneurship, being in business partnerships, I think I've only worked a couple of jobs in my life. I was a lifeguard during, school and college. And then I worked for like a minute as data entry, and that was just prison hell, cubicles. It was really fun to listen to a lot of books on tape, but because that's what we did back then, books on tape, on CD, and Audible wasn't a thing yet. And then I did for a little bit as a mom, just to get out of the house, I waitressed and bartended. But for the most part, I've always been an entrepreneur, done my own thing. And I just kept looking for the thing, the right thing, the next thing, and felt like I got this big inspiration and this is the way to go. And if I look back at all of those things, there is a theme behind it. And there is definitely this, I want to help people. And that's my Aquarius sun, humanitarian. And I love to teach. I love to talk. I love to share my wisdom, my contemplations, my inquiries and meditations, and what's inspiring me. And I never thought that that was enough. I can't just share and that's enough. I can't just, stand up and teach this thing that worked for me. That's not enough. I got to do more. I got to be better. I got to have a system. I got to have, a funnel. I got to have a website. I got to have an email, CRM, customer, anyway, whatever. I have to have all of these things. But I'm realizing that none of that is true. And a lot like yesterday's message of do things the you way. When I break down all of the things that I was trying to do, the Jenny way was still to teach and share basically where I am, what I'm currently going through. And I find that is incredibly relevant for very many people. And it almost feels not like a real thing because it's too easy. That's too easy. Here I am going on this beautiful walk. I'm about a mile in, and I've been here for a couple hours because I stop and I look, and I am very inquisitive and curious, and I love to look at the detail of things and wonder about things. And I'll watch a hawk as it flies and lands, and am I going to watch it catch something? And just contemplating life. And I think that's really all I'm here to share and do. And why can't that be enough? Like my message, the catchphrase that I'm finding myself saying almost every video so far of the 78 slow is that, like, whatever you do is enough because you are enough. And let that be enough. And, hey, Jenny, why don't you take a dose of your own medicine? Your mess is your message, and the medicine that you so desperately need ends up being the medicine you share with society. That was very poetic. And here I am in a nature reserve trying to find peace and zen, and there's these airplanes flying overhead, and duck hunt season is on, and so there's those big propeller planes zooming around the lake, and I'm finding myself trying to not be irritated by it and just know this is a part of life too. This is a part of the process. I'm so grateful for planes. Planes took me to Bali. Planes took me to Costa Rica. Planes took us, my whole family, to Jamaica for the wedding. So grateful for that. And boats are super fun. I've been on a lot of boats and ferries and cruises, and they're really exciting. It's just different perspective, right? I think, isn't that kind of how it is? But this inspiration and taking inspired action and trusting that the path will unfold as you start walking it. But you have to take the step. You have to, inspiration. I love In Spirit Nation, inspiration, In Spirit Nation. There's these beautiful guiding drips of light and excitement and thrill. Sometimes fear. Sometimes there's like big fear that comes with the inspiration, like, I'm not ready for that. But very rarely will our inspiration ask us to do things that are like super easy. Because where's the growth? Where's the evolution in that? But the action part is necessary. Excuse me. Otherwise, you don't go anywhere. It's fun to sit and feel all warm and fuzzy and like, oh yeah, that's such a great inspiration. I feel so inspired. Yes. But if you don't do anything with it, it doesn't change. Nothing changes. Who was it that says, if nothing changes, nothing changes? Yeah. And that one's been a big one that I've been preaching my children for a while and realized one of Byron Katie's quotes, it says, the best advice you give to others is the advice you really need to hear. No, not me. I'm fine. I'm the mother. I'm teaching my children. But Jenny, if nothing changes, nothing changes. And here you are trying to get your kids to change, which you have zero power over. You can help influence and inspire and encourage and support, but you can't really change them or make them change. What do I need to change? What do I need to do to make this change happen? And that's where inspired action comes in. What is my part here? What can I do? Where can I go? What can I say? How can I do this differently? How can I show up differently? How can I support myself in a new way? How can I support them in a new way? How can I support others in a new way? So, and when it comes down to it, just play and stop getting caught up in analysis paralysis and perfectionist thinking. Speaking from example, from personal experience, I'm not exempt from this. And like, my video 2 days ago, like just play. Like, okay, I got this inspired idea and I'm just going to play with it and know that I can't fuck it up because I'm just going to do my best and forget the rest. It's one of my favorite little quotes that Drew's first grade teacher, Mrs. Cosper, taught her. And it was one of my favorites. It was just like, hey, do your best, forget the rest. Do your best, forget the rest. And just play, have fun with it. Serious people have a serious problem. Why are we taking life so seriously? No one gets out of here alive. So why not show up for yourself? Be bold. Do the thing that you really want to do, because no one is going to do it for you. No one's just going to hand it to you. No amount of sitting and manifesting and meditating and vision boarding and visualizing and journaling and gritting and, burning, like whatever magic and medicine that you do. Yes, it's all powerful and beautiful, and do the things and go for it. Step into that magic, step into the power, claim it. Because it's just not going to show up for you. You got to go get it. And sometimes it does fall in your lap too. But that's because what is that quote about, when hard work and inspiration meet, that's when miracles happen. I don't know. I'm totally messing that one up. I'm going to have to find that one. But you got this. I got this. We got this, and we're in this together. We're all humans trying to figure this life thing out. And so instead of judging other people for going after their dreams or making fun of them or telling them they're dumb or wrong or whatever, just be like, yeah, good job for going for it. There's another quote, about, don't take advice from people that aren't in the arena, that aren't doing the thing that you want to do. Oh, woo! Yeah, jump in the arena, babe. You're ready. And ready or not, you'll learn as you go, because that's what this life is about. There's no real handbook. And you can buy as many courses as you want. And I have a whole bunch to sell you if you want. I've learned a lot of things the hard way. And I can teach you what not to do for sure. And then what I eventually ended up working out for me. You want to buy guidebooks? I got guidebooks for you. But guess what? You're different than me. And in every single one of my guidebooks, there's always this line of do it your way. Like, take everything I say as a guideline, a suggestion, an invitation, maybe even a challenge, and try it and see. And then also listen to your intuition, because stuff is going to come up for you as you're like, Jenny, that's good for her. But, I kind of think that maybe I need to do it this way. Yes, do that. Do that. Here's your permission. You don't even need permission, but sometimes I feel like we're still waiting for it. Go do the damn thing. The world is ready for it. The world needs it. And take that inspired action. Don't just sit in the yummy inspiration, because it doesn't get you very far. I love you.